Good afternoon. Welcome from Glenwood Lutheran Church. My name is Pastor Mark Manning. Gathered today, and this coming Sunday is Reformation Sunday. For Lutherans, this is just such an important day, and we learn so much about it. It becomes a time to teach about the beginnings of our church, a time when Martin Luther pounded reportedly a list of 95 things that he had and he wanted to talk about. He wanted to debate with the Catholic Church, sort of an open forum. Anybody would like to, learn about them or argue with them could do this. And he was a professor. He could do this. It was something that you would do when you wanted to prompt a debate. And so we have Reformation Sunday, and of course we all know that Monday is Halloween. In our society, contemporary society in the United States, Halloween has grown into one of the biggest celebrations. People spend all sorts of money and time and preparation, not just one night. Some of the parties will start this coming weekend for Halloween. It becomes a time just as much now for adults as it does for kids. Personally, we're looking forward to trick-or-treating. I've asked some of our teachers, what do kids do around here for Halloween? Do they trick-or-treat? And I understand some parents and some kids still do some selected trick-or-treating, door to door, ringing doorbells, this sort of thing. A little bit like when I was growing up in the 60s and 70s, we covered our side of town and we came back with bags of candy, and the dentists were extremely pleased at all the cavities we would probably end up with. But it was a lot of fun. And I think it's probably still fun. I love it when kids trick-or-treat. And if there are any families out there, I want you to know, come to our place on Halloween and knock on the door. We don't have a doorbell. Knock on the door and we'll be ready for you. Something I'd like for us to think about. As much time as a church we put into Reformation and teaching, my question's this: is Halloween still a teachable and reachable moment for us? I'd like for you to consider just a moment, amidst maybe all the preparations that you do. Some of you don't do much for Halloween, of what you might do just for one child, one family. What might you do, not necessarily by handing out tracts instead of Snickers mini bars. The kids don't want the tracts. I don't think the parents do either. But rather, how could you individually communicate to kids and families that you are an open and caring and loving person for kids? That you are the kind of person that carries the gospel with them, even on Halloween. That you are the kind of person, or you're in a household that is open in so many ways. If you think about what Halloween might be, opening your doors, that you are open to the world, and that you are open to a world that needs people who care for kids, a world that needs people who are willing to reach out when others are pulling back. So, again, to think about it, what might Halloween mean for people who believe in reaching out the way that Jesus Christ reached out? Not necessarily in the way that we would on a Sunday morning, but in the way that we would reach out the other 6 days of the week. God bless you as you prepare for this weekend, for Reformation Sunday, but also for Halloween.